Yo, welcome everyone, Sarada Uchiha here, and welcome back to the channel where today we have a special anime, well, Boruto anime discussion, which is, which doesn't really happen too often, but, you know, we're continuing the content for this week. As per usual, before we get into it, be sure to, subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping to actually hit that mark before the end of the year, so definitely hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for Boruto content and much more. Black Clover, as you know, if you've been following the channel, I'm catching up to Black Clover, so hopefully sometime this month or even by the end of this month, I should be on track to start covering Black Clover on a weekly basis. So that should be fun, so I'm looking forward to actually covering Black Clover weekly. But with all that out of the way, disclaimer once more, this video will also potentially contain spoilers for the Boruto manga, so fair warning. But getting into it, so the end of Deepa, with those of you who have been, relatively speaking, keeping up with the Boruto anime, Team 7 suffered a major loss against the anime exclusive inner member of Kara Deepa, and they're currently in a training arc to get stronger, and the expectation right now is for Team 7 to have a rematch against Deepa. But I'm here to actually put this towards you guys, well, this idea towards you guys. What if Team 7 isn't the one that actually takes out Deepa, and it ends up being Kashin Koji by the end of it to actually act as a transition between this arc to our arc for the most part. Now, this arc does really remind me of the Rasen Shuriken training, where, of course we had, Team Inashika Cho, Team Asuma going out to fight Hidan and Kakuzu, and Naruto still in the village training. And based on the preview for episode 169, it seems like it's a similar setup for the most part. So I'm wondering if this current or this upcoming fight is going to actually resemble that, where Team 7 comes back in, they maybe defeat Deepa, maybe, but at the end of it, he's probably weakened enough for somebody else to kill him, which I feel would be Kashin Koji, probably the best person to do it. Now, to kind of, play around with the argument here in terms of Team 7 potentially not being able to take out Deepa, I think it might even extend to them not necessarily being able to defeat him despite powering up with their current training. Because when you really, play it on the side of Deepa and how powerful he should be, or he is, he's easily Kage level considering how the last string of fights went between him and Boruto, Mitsuki, and Sarada. The fact that he could even defend himself against an attack from a siege mode Mitsuki, I think that speaks volumes. And the fact that I personally don't feel that if Konohama Mugino was in that fight with the rest of Team 7, I don't think they could beat Deepa all the same. So yeah, it's really and truly that. I find Deepa to be considered as an inner member of Kara. He should easily be like mid Kage level at least, I feel. And Boruto and Sarada, even though they're, mid chunin to mid to high tier chunin, with Mitsuki leading the pack, who I'd actually consider would be, with Sage Mode, like high tier jonin, if not probably higher, because Sage Mode is just that ridiculous. I still don't think they would be, I still don't think from that perspective that Deepa should actually fall to Team 7. But given his personality and the fact that Naruto as a franchise has always, I feel, always prided itself with, not necessarily having to be stronger than your opponent to beat them, I think it could still actually lead to Deepa letting his guard down and for Team 7 to take advantage at that split second and just weaken Deepa enough. But I'm still floating with the idea that Kashin Koji, the the other inner member of Kara, is going to come in to actually end off this arc and finish off Deepa. I think it would actually work best that way, because at the end of the day, manga wise, Deepa isn't in the manga, he's anime exclusive as I've said, and he actually needs to be taken out by the end of this. Any expansion or anime only expansions on like manga arcs or arcs leading up to that, they usually have to, I guess for lack of a better term, even out, even though it does seem like that, as I keep saying, the anime version of Boruto is going to be the definitive version of the story for the most part. I mean, just look at the Mujina Bandits arc, right? when I mean, even though he had to build up with the castle invasion and the accountant dying and everything, it more or less evened up to the manga with some extras at the end of it. So I think maybe if I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to the manga making references back to these portions of the anime. That's what we are really missing. But yeah. But at the end of the day, I don't think Deepa is going to be killed by Team 7 is the basic gist of what I'm saying for this video. And I think it's more going to fall more along the lines of Kashin Koji taking him out, which obviously is going to add some, I wouldn't say additional layers, but it's going to emphasize the fact of, emphasize the true nature of, where Kashin Koji's allegiances truly, align with, well, stay, or where they are really. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so that's really and truly it. So, yeah, of course, let me know what you guys think and what are your expectations for Deepa going forward in the Boruto anime. Do you want to see Team 7 manage to actually kill him, or simply just defeat him and weaken him to the point where somebody else like a Kashin Koji can just take him out? I'm kind of leaning more along the lines of that, considering the arc is, as I said, reminiscent of the whole Rasen Shuriken training and the Hiden and Kakuzu conflict, really and truly, where Naruto defeated Kakuzu with the Rasen Shuriken, his new jutsu, and Kakashi killed him at the end there. So yeah. But anyway, Sarada Uchiha here, people. Of course, hope you guys are having a great day. Let me know what you thought about my thoughts here, and I'll see you in the next video.